yet because people are still going to get on.
I know, I can't even see us. Ooh, I got my notification on my phone. Oh my gosh, Huey, what are you typing on?
My M65 with Fox Navies.
Holy cow.
Let's see. Let's add some texts. Hey, Brick Cubed, what is up?
Huey's just setting up the stream because he had to reinstall his computer and then he decided it'd be a good idea not to save his OBS settings.
Saving settings? Who does that?
Only people who don't like to do a lot of work.
Well, let's see if I can be really lazy for one of the background.
Oh, Huey. I guess this is kind of still a design stream. You're just designing the OBS layout.
Yeah. I'm
So that's cool, right?
sticking with it. Let's see if I can turn you up. You were very very soft per the norm.
Very soft.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me turn my mic up.
Okay.
I think
cool.
it got turned down. Let me just check that.
Yes, Bricky. Design is a very loose term with me.
It wasn't really any worse than it was. Is this better?
Yes, that's actually better.
Okay. Wait. Can you hear me typing?
Barely. It's very soft.
Okay, barely? All right, good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're Gucci then. Andrew.
Hello, Andrew. What up, Sotar?
Swaiter? He's swaitering. What are you guys all up to tonight? In chat. Yo, chatters.
Oh man,
I know what I'm doing.
This is gonna be so ghetto, but that's gonna be okay.
Yeah, well, you're the one that decided not to set your stuff up beforehand.
Heck yeah.
Oh, you're working? What do you... That sucks. Like, do you work, like, security or something?
Well, why is my mouse being all weird? Hold on.
Is it backwards?
No.
Mine does that. If you turn it off and then back on, it, like, goes into reverse mode. It's, like, inverted. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's that. It's that. It's really weird.
Yeah, you just turn it off and back on. I don't know why it does that. Just sometimes all of a sudden it does it.
Oh my goodness, stop it, mouse. You know they're releasing a smaller version of the Huge? I'm talking a little bit about it on
They're releasing what?
a smaller version of the Elecom Huge that we have.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I have the other thing that they made, the like I don't know what it was. It was like this combo. I don't know if it was a thumb trackball or a finger trackball. It was in such an odd place. So it was not good. TGR Alice. That looked really nice last night. I really would get one, but I'm not gonna, because I don't really buy keyboards. I just look at them and go, that's nice. Real nice. Plus, we've got the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
I tried, but I mean I was a little late, so I'm probably not gonna get in. Okay, why is my mouse like doing this? Oops, sorry everyone. There we go.
Well, aren't you going to make my thingy bigger?
Hey, what thingy? Oh my god, why is it still trying to select everything? Stop it. Oh, this is an issue with this program itself. I know what's happening, actually. I just want to use...
Hot tea.
Here we go. It's like a texture now. Okay, I'm set up with the stream well enough for now.
All right.
I'll add
Well
things
enough
as we
for
go
now,
along.
he says. All right. So let's recap last week.
2 weeks ago, actually.
2 weeks ago, yeah, 2 weeks ago. So we have. Oops, hold on 1 second. I lost my chat. I clicked on viewer list and it went away. There we go. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, we ended the stream engraving some silliness onto the keyboard, which we'll probably delete this week. We were just playing around. We engraved Top Clack Sucks on this side.
Yes.
And then we engraved Input Club Rules on this side. And, you know, that's pretty cool. But we're not going to put that in the production model because that's silly. But it's fun to have in there for silliness.
Right, switch keyboards.
We also added the angle back here. I think it was 7 degrees we put.
I believe so.
And it looks really good. I'm really digging the angle on this. So I think it really makes the castle a little bit better. Let's see, what else did we do? I think we added feet and the PCB, mock PCB in here we put in here. But actually Gene sent me the real PCB file, so we're going to put that in tonight. So that's where, oh yeah, we did screw things too. So let's go ahead and kick this stream off with, I'm going to go ahead and put the real PCB in here. Or, you know, not the real one, but the 3D model of the one that we're going to use. And I'm going to delete this mock-up PCB because I don't need it anymore. Yes, Brick Cube. Black tea is the best tea. It depends, though, on which black tea you're drinking. Some black teas are really horrible. So I have this saved here. Or, I don't, it's not saved, but it's imported already.
Red Rose Tea. That's pretty good.
Red Rose Tea, that's the way to go. I have never had that one. I buy loose leaf from either online or the local place.
So, Brandon, I got something today that might tickle your fancy.
What did you get?
It is an M6, which is made out of all brass.
Let me see it. Hold it up.
It's a macro fad. And you can probably see see if I can get it to reflect the light of the web.
Oh my goodness.
You say I can reflect the monitor. It's all PVD brass. Ooh.
How fancy.
Yeah, right? It's good weight.
It's a good weight. How much does it weigh?
Let's weigh it right now with switches and DSA keycaps on. It weighs 14.7 ounces.
So almost a pound for that little tiny thing.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just make it a solid pound?
If only. One thing I do like,
Yeah.
look at the rubber foot. It's just a nice ring of rubber.
A ring?
Yeah.
You like your rings. You silly man. It's literally a ring. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe I should put a couple of rings on the castle for you. You just want one big ring, though. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and it's pretty easy to import and export in this program. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to drag it down here into my catalog. It will save it in my catalog and then I'll go back to my other model and just drop it in.
Brick Cube has the same idea. Make one massive loop instead of rings on the castle.
Yeah, I know. He wanted to do that. We discussed it last stream. We'll see what happens later on. We shall see. You never know. You may get one giant square ring, you may not. Who knows? Let's see. It's still importing. I have a slow computer. In case anyone has not noticed. It's okay.
Happens to the best. So well, how have you been on deciding on your new build? Did you see the leaked pricing for Ryzen 2?
I did not. No, I've actually haven't even been looking. Go to bed, bug. Go to bed. I haven't even been looking at Ryzen 2 because really, like, I need single core performance to be high. So I'm gonna get a 8700K and just overclock it to 5 gigahertz.
8700K club.
Yeah. I mean, even stock, like just in turbo mode, that thing is like twice as fast as the one I have now. So
yeah, well worth.
I think so. Get an iMac Pro. No, that won't help. That won't help. It'll cost like 3 times as much and it won't actually do anything.
Yeah, my turbo, it goes up to a 4.7 stock. So I mean.
Oh my goodness. All right, well.
So I mean, like.
You almost don't even need to.
Yeah, that's why I'm not worried about overclocking until like I feel like I need to. Otherwise.
Yeah, that's only 300 megahertz difference, really. That's not even.
Which
it's like chump change.
Yeah, if I could overclock it, that's like nothing.
Yeah. Gio is in the car at the drive-thru. What are you getting, Gio? What are you ordering me?
He's stuck in the drive-thru.
iMac Pro is pretty beefy.
It is.
Yeah, the price. Yeah, it's really beefy, but it's super pricey.
Like the beef to price is hard to justify, unless you're really into that ecosystem. Then it's kind of like the best choice you have.
Right.
Which I mean, I probably wouldn't mind going into that ecosystem, doing a lot of video production work these days, but he's at Mickey D's. Good call. Good call. You can get some chicken nuggies and actually, fun fact, I was at McDonald's for lunch today. Drive-through. Of course, the ice cream machine was broken, so no McFlurry.
Ooh,
I tried.
That sucks.
I tried. I'm like, I ordered it. As soon as I ordered it, I'm like, they're gonna tell me it's broken, because it always is.
I know, like that's always the way it is. Hang on 1 second.
No problem.
What are you looking for? Okay.
Ooh, your computer did something.
It did. Oh yeah, it did. Look at that. I'm glad I was Paying attention.
McFlurry is a myth. It doesn't actually exist. No, no, this guy, 256K. I had it as a child. I know it at least existed at the end of the 90s. It existed at one point. I haven't had it since then. I've made attempts to have it since then. But I haven't had it since then. A double quarter pounder supersized trio. What is the supersized trio? Is that a Canadian thing? Or do you mean you're just getting 3 of them and they're all going to be supersized? Trio is a combo. Oh, so it's fries, drink, burger. That's what they call them. Okay, trios.
Whoa.
Okay, you guys just call trios combos. That makes okay.
They call combos trios.
Yeah.
What if you get something else with it? What if you get like a 4th thing? Then it's no longer a trio.
Well, it'd be a trio and a thing.
It'd be a trio thing.
What if they were like, I like a 4/3 meal. A 4/3 meal.
You know what's interesting is Geo is getting a trio. I wonder if he drives a Geo Metro.
He does not. I don't think anyone should.
You don't think anyone should get a Geo Metro? Why not?
I don't know. No.
I mean, they get good gas mileage. Okay, so it imported the PC. There it is. Okay. All right, cool. Let's start. We're just manipulate it around and move it around up here till we get it where we want it.
So any unique things about the PCB now that it is done? Like, this is going to be pretty much the PCB that will end up being produced. Yeah.
No, not quite. He's not done with a lot of stuff. It's not routed, and all the components are not placed yet. There's still some things that we have to do that I can't tell anybody about, because we do have a super secret surprise. So, with that said, the PCB is not done.
Okay.
Yep.
So 256K. Actually, we did talk about that last stream. The no PCB mount holes. I asked like, hey, could we include them? But apparently they need as much space on the PCB for just traces.
We will have PCB mount holes because we have to
them?
mount the PCB. We just don't. We didn't know where to place them at the time because I don't know where.
PCB mount for PCB mount switches, I think was what he means.
Uh-oh, looks like I screwed something up here.
I think that's what they mean. PCB mount switches for holes for PCB mount switches.
No PCB mount switches. Yeah.
Yeah. Rip.
Excuse me. Okay, I messed something up. I don't know what it is though. Yeah. Is this two to use? What the?
Are you and Gene on the same page with that?
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on. What did I do wrong? Huh, that's weird. Okay, well, I guess we gotta fix it.
Yeah, I mean either the plate is wrong or the PCB is.
Well, most likely it's the plate, because Gene's usually he actually told me originally. He's like, the plate's a little bit different than what we had talked about doing, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, can you tell me what it is so I can fix it? And he goes, no, you'll figure it out later. And I'm like, damn it, Gene. So I think this is what he meant. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Man, my desk is starting to get cluttered. I got a numpad and I got a 6-key macro pad going on.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
What are you doing, Huey? Alright, let's see. Where's this one? It's way over here. I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening here. What did I do? Huh. I think I must have misplaced these. Interesting. Well, that's cool. Now we're fixing it. Let's see.
Oh my goodness, the Alice's all spots were basically filled in 1 minute 22 seconds.
Nice.
I did not get one. Rip.
Hey, I'm going to show all the married guys how to open all of their bottles. Ready? You take your ring. Right here. And you go. Put it under the lip there. And you just pop it open.
Ooh.
Boom.
Life skills.
Fancy. Life skills was overkill. Ooh, that's good. That's yummy. All right. Let's see. Oh no, I walked away and my... What happened? There we go.
Furby is asking, but what if I'm single? Well, if you're single...
But what if you're single, you just have a ring on any of your finger then, and then do it that way?
You can use, you know, a belt buckle. I've used that. The side of a table that you don't care about.
Belt buckle, that's a good one.
It's a good party trick, too.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
You get a ring made of solid diamond, like Andrew says. You don't worry about damaging your ring.
Actually, I have a tungsten carbide ring, so I don't have to worry about it. I have a great story about my ring, though. When I worked at the machine shop a number of years ago, I lost my ring. I had a DUI bike just because I wanted one to ride. Like it's one of those like moped things, and we call them DUI bikes because usually people who get a DUI buy them to ride them. In case anybody doesn't know,
over here
like
we call them
49cc.
Yeah, DUI-cycles is what we call them here.
That's good. I like that too. So I had one of those, and I was taking my ring off at work. You know, because obviously I work in a machine shop. I don't want to like lose a finger. And so I come home one day and it's not in my pocket. I like pull in the I'm like looking all over the ground. I go to work the next day. I'm looking over there. I'm like, oh my God, I lost my wedding ring. This is the worst. And so like we just wrote it off. I looked for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Nobody found it. Nothing. So we're just like, okay, well, we'll just get a different one. It's fine. You know, my wife was kind of mad because, of course, it's my wedding ring, right? And so then, like, 2 years goes by, and I'm getting out of my car in the driveway, which is gravel, by the way, and I look down, and there's this perfect circle on the ground, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I reach down and pick it up, and it was my friggin' ring. 2 years later, it had been in my driveway, run over multiple times, you know, 2 years worth of driving over it. And it was fun. Like, I took it off. I washed it off with soap and water. It's not a scratch on the thing.
Ooh.
I'm like, well, tungsten carbide, that works.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's my story with my ring. Okay, so now I fixed the holes. That looks better, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what Gene meant by there's something wrong.
So there are sideways switches. Is that right?
Yeah, for because they're vertical. Because they're longer keys. So you'll get the longer keys. If they have some printing on them, it'll be on like this side. It doesn't. I mean, I mean, I don't think we're doing double shot for this. I'm not even sure. I don't know if they should be sideways or straight up and down.
I mean, for a
What do you
numpad,
think, Huey?
I don't
What do you
know,
think?
because the numpad, I just noticed that because the numpad I just built has them just the normal way. So I'm wondering if there's like a thing. I think I don't know about the rotation of switches for 2U keycaps, because normally I don't use like 2U in a vertical alignment because that's only done for numpads, and I don't use numpads in keyboards usually.
Right. Well, I couldn't tell you because we've always turned them like so that they're in alignment with whatever we're doing. Obviously these aren't 2U, but yeah, I don't know, to be honest. It depends. Like, what kind of keycaps are we going to use? Are they going to be like just ABS and then lasered and painted and lasered or something? Because if that's the case, then they should probably be vertical, maybe, because you're going to print on the top of the... I'm not sure. This is a very interesting question.
Also, hello, meow, meow, and meow.
We're going to mirror this. Hello, meow, meow, meow. What up, G? Imagine if it got stuck in a thread instead. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would suck if my ring got stuck in a thread instead, G. Parak. Paraki. Alright, there, I fixed the layout. Per Gene's layout here, thingy. Oh my god. Why is this one all jacked up? Gene, what are you doing to me, boy?
Wow.
What the hell? Let me look at the layout again. Did I mess it up? What the hell? Sometimes he messes it up, sometimes I mess it up. I never know. Oh, it looks like I messed it up. Damn. Good thing I got Gene there. See, this is why we put the whole thing together, guys. This is one of the reasons, right? Like, obviously, I didn't do my homework this time. I assumed that they were symmetrical, and it obviously wasn't. So, that did not work out well for me.
See, as they say, when you assume, you make an ass of you and me.
Yeah, but really, I just made an ass of myself. I mean, I look like an idiot now. Like, hey guys, look at me. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Oh, by the way, I didn't look at the layout before I laid it out. I'm an idiot. Sorry. That's okay. I'll get over it.
Instead of moving them one by one, couldn't you have just selected the ones that needed to be moved in equal amount and then all moved them together?
Yeah, but they don't all need to move an equal amount.
What?
They're all different.
They're all different? I thought.
Yeah,
like
look.
that most of that column is the same.
This one might be the same. These ones up here look like they are, and this one here looks like it is, but those two aren't. I don't think.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, for like.
See, they're not in line.
For those,
yeah, they're different.
Those upper.
See,
four.
I do know what I'm doing.
Oh.
God.
Oh.
Shut up, Huey. God, what do you know? All right, so now we're going to slide them on over.
Throughout this week, I feel bad I didn't stream it, but I didn't want to stream in case I majorly failed. But I actually successfully fixed 4 PCBs on my own.
Nice.
If
well, you're supposed to stream your failures, man.
If Gene's here, he's probably gonna cringe at these fixes, but I'm honestly pretty proud of them. I'll show you guys one of them for my Zeal 60.
Don't worry, Gene cringes at everything, and you're never gonna make him happy. That's what I've learned.
That's true.
So I just roll with it. I'm
like,
okay, Gene, you're not happy again. Go figure.
On the top side, I lifted pads and traces. So on the bottom side, I connected them with had some extra diodes, so I just cut the leads off and use those to bridge the pads I need in the bridge. A little bit of solder, And because I didn't have any electrical tape for some reason, I used Scotch tape.
You know, I fixed. Matter of fact, I have it right here because I've been working on it. My old computer have this has these crappy old fans in it, and I fixed the electrical connections because when I first bought it, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's electrical tape, or that's Scotch tape, because I didn't have any electrical tape either. And I ripped, like, the first thing I did was I opened the side panel and I ripped the wires out. And I was like, well, that sucks. So I had to immediately fix the damn thing. Like, oh, this is the worst. Why did I do this?
And yeah, I fixed, aside from that one, I also fixed 3 other PCBs the same exact way. Yeah, it's great. So they're all held together by diodes I cut from, leads I cut from diodes, and a little bit of solder and some tape.
Oh, shit.
I tested all of them, and they work, surprisingly.
That's the best. When you fix something that wasn't working and now it is, I don't know what's wrong with me. Why can't I select this? I'm like, there we go. Goodness.
That means I can do more keyboard chores because I have more PCBs to build with, which is great.
Oh my gosh, more keyboard chores?
Yeah.
You really love desoldering, don't you?
All these were from before I got my desoldering station. I use a solder gun, so sometimes I wouldn't get all of it well enough, and I'd just brute force everything. And sometimes it didn't end well, and sometimes it did. But I'm pretty confident I say I know the extent of brutality that a keyboard PCB can take.
It sounds like that you've had a lot of experience with that.
Sweaty Yeti says, when is Top Clock going to get the Kira for a review? Before Kickstarter ends? I don't know. That's probably not. Yeah, there's 1.5 samples. I mean, one of them you can't.
There currently exists 2 Kiras in the entire world, and
one of them you can't pick up though.
As of like a few days ago, there was a 3rd one in existence. So, like, we still have a lot of work to do on it before we send it out for reviews. Like, I don't know, make sure everything goes together right and all the LEDs are good and all the firmware works. You know, just some minor things.
Yeah. Big question, will the configurator support macros before the Kira releases? Before the Kira ships?
Well, so Jeremy said something about that today. I believe his answer was, if I don't have macros working before the Kira ships, you can fire me. I believe were his words, but I'd have to check the logs. But he might be here to tell me. Oh yes, if he's not done, Jeremy's dead. That's what were his words. Sorry. Thank you for checking the logs, by the way. Because I have a terrible memory. Okay, so all of our switches look like they're placed well. Well and Gucci. So now we're going to come back. Oh, we're going to look at the back here. And we're going to see where we can put some PCB mounts. So we're probably going to need some in the middle. And some support of some kind around the edge would be good. But we can maybe do that with the case or something. We'll see. We'll see when we get to that. Let's start with the middle.
Yeah.
So we'll just throw some holes up in here and see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. Okay, let me just make these go away so I can actually see the whole PCB. Okay. All right in the middle.
I have a really big
we go.
love-hate relationship with this new macro pad I got because it's, all PVD brass. So every time I touch it, a fingerprint gets on it.
Yeah, it gets fingerprint.
And then I wipe it off, and then it looks pretty again. until I touch it again. So at some
Yeah,
point,
so it's basically like you can't use it.
yeah, I just need to like just not miss the keys, and I need to leave it in one place and not hit the keys, or not miss the
Like,
keys.
that sounds horrible,
The keys are real nice though.
by the way.
They're all double shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably nice, but, like, that sounds pretty awful. Like, as a something to buy, like, it's kind of like
It's art.
when your grandma buys a really nice couch or something, and they put that plastic stuff on there to keep it nice, but they're
Yep.
making it crappy by leaving the plastic stuff on there. You know? It's kind of like that. So, I don't know. Showpieces can be nice. For sure.
It's okay. I can adjust my volume on it now.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
It has kill hot swap, so I can change it up as I wish.
Well, that's good. It's so funny. Everybody says Kale, and I'm always like, it's Kaiwa, it's Kaiwa. Because I'm just, it's just a whole different mindset for me.
Yeah.
All right. That looks good.
Ooh, those.
All right. So what I'm doing is I'm basically trying to place it in an area that, like, I can access from the front. So here, if I put a hole here, it's not like a big deal. So if I wanted to be able to screw the PCB into the bottom with the switch plate on, I could do so. So that's what I'm looking at the moment, because I'm not sure how we're going to ultimately deal with the plate up here. And so I'm just going to assume that we have to hold the PCB down by screwing through the plate and not screwing it on before we put the plate on, just in case.
Okay. Thank you, Gio, by the way, for Twitch Prime 7 months in a row. One of the OGs.
Nice.
And yeah,
Thank
Gene
you, Gio.
Gene linked the keyboard that Hata actually showed me that keyboard last time I was in NorCal. And yeah, that's
shiny one?
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I'm like, I want to touch this, but I won't.
Hang on. Oh, yeah. I touched it.
I think I did, actually.
Because I was like, I love you, but I have to touch it.
It feels intense.
It's so shiny.
Yeah.
And it's so heavy, too. It's so crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's super heavy. It's all chrome.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, it's not just chrome. I think it's stainless steel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really heavy.
So in securing the PCB to the top plate, is the PCB going to be threaded, or are we going to have bits into the PCB that are threaded? Like, how does this whole attachment work between the PCB itself?
So right now, I don't know. I haven't. We have the CNC case, right? Which is here. You can kind of see the outline of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't really have any. I don't have any way of attaching them right now. So kind of like what I did on the Kira was we were injection molding it, so it didn't, like, certain things I was able to get away with. Like putting a bunch of, like, some standoffs through the middle and supports on the outside edges, which I wouldn't be able to do, or I could do here maybe with a little bit of work. That's what we'll have to see, like how much work we really need to put into doing supports and all that stuff. So right now I'm just kind of putting them in places that, you know, Gene likely won't need, or, you know, maybe he won't get so mad about, but also they're close to the center because I want the center support. So we'll see. We have to get that far, but we're not that far yet. Although it seems like we would be that far, but it's sometimes you gotta work backwards. Will this be a group buy? I'm not sure what we're gonna do with it yet. I know we're gonna produce it. And actually, an interesting question was brought up the other day by several other Input Club people, and their question was, are we really going to make the castle? I thought it was a meme. And so I was like, No, we're really making the castle. What do you mean you thought it was like? Why are we working on a PCB and a case if it's a meme? Like, what's wrong with you? By the way, that was Andrew who asked me that. So I was like, yeah, okay.
Yes.
So we will sell it. I don't know if we're gonna do group buy or what we're gonna do. It's definitely gonna be for sale on Kono, but I don't know if we'll do like a pre-sale or I have no idea how we're gonna deal with it because we have to make the first one and see how expensive the CNC'd version is, and kind of go from there, right? Like maybe the CNC'd version's just really expensive. Who knows?
I think
But
we should
ultimately, I'd like to make more of them. I'd like to mass produce it. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I think the first round, if anything, should be a limited run, 50 units. Well, 52 units. One of them would be Overkill over 50. The other one would be Top Clack over 50, and the rest of them would be 1 through 50 out of 50. Or if you
I
wanted...
want mine engraved with Input Club rules and Top Clack sucks. So
Same.
I mean, I think that'd be hilarious. We're just gonna copy. Top Clack Limited Memes Edition. Yeah. That could work. I still hear my kids awake, and it's 8:43. Wonder what they're doing.
Being little rapscallions.
Yeah. I wonder if my wife's gonna kill them.
It's Friday.
Oh no, they're going potty now. Oh my gosh.
Kids have Fridays too.
Yeah, but we have pizza night, movie night Fridays, and then they're supposed to go to bed on time. But she's going potty, so that's okay.
Pizza and movie night? Baller.
Yep, every Friday.
That's the life to live. What kind of pizza though?
Well, we have been getting Domino's in the past, but recently we found one of our local places actually has really good pricing. And so it's called the Pizza Cafe on Broadway or something. Anyway, it's like Brooklyn style, I think. It's like big and flat. It's really good.
Thank you. The sky is 256K. Hawaiian is the way to go.
Yeah, my wife hates Hawaiian, so I never get it. It's really unfortunate because I love Hawaiian pizza.
Ooh, the sacrifices of marriage.
Yeah, I know. It's really unfortunate.
The only time you can have pizza, you have to feel lonely and scarf it down a whole pizza by yourself.
I mean, I don't mind. But, like...
So what's what Gio does?
She's not down with the Hawaiian. She's like, don't even put it on half. Yeah, okay, Gio, get your own Hawaiian. You say that, right? But the pizzas at this place, a large pizza is 18 inches, and it's like $20 for 2 topping. So like, there's no way. Like, I can eat like 3 slices of it, and then I'm like, I'm full. It's really a lot of pizza. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Do I have to show you my picture again? No, you don't. It's okay. I mean, yeah. No monster this stream? No monster?
I think.
Oh, no. I don't need a monster this stream. I'm good. But I am going to turn on some music now that you mentioned that. I don't know why monster, like, sparked.
Music.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what's funny is I did that Cura stream the other day on my own channel, and everybody was like, "Oh, the music's not loud enough. The music's not loud enough." And I listened to the recording of it, and the music was so loud by the end. I was like, "What the hell is wrong? Like, why were people telling me to turn it up? It was just so loud." I was like, "Oh my god, I hate you people." So that is not cool. So I think next time I've set it to the level I was originally at, and I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not even gonna ask. People are just gonna troll me to death. Geo, I understand that you're fat like I am fat, but like I could eat more than 3 slices, but comfortably I can eat 3 slices. Like and feel okay afterwards. That's what I'm saying. Like I love pizza. Like I could literally there's some days where I'll go get a frozen pizza at lunch and it's Friday, so it's pizza night, and then I'll eat pizza at night. Like I love pizza. It's my favorite food.
Pizza's
I love
it's pretty
making it
good.
too. It's so, yeah, exactly. It's so good. It's really easy to make if you want to make it. I don't know. It's just like it's so versatile. I don't know. I just love pizza. It's so good. I don't know about putting caviar on pizza though. So, but I bet you that Olivia would.
I believe
That
that.
was so weird last night when she was like, "You can eat caviar on pizza or caviar over your keyboard." I'm like, "You snob! Who the hell
It's a.
eats caviar with their pizza
I feel like it's a
or
very
over their keyboard?" Oh my god!
very East Coast kind of thing.
Do a lot of people on the East Coast eat caviar?
I don't know. A lot of people at the East Coast seems like they like having fancy, quote unquote, refined food.
Oh, is caviar refined food? I don't know. I've never had it actually, so I don't know if it's good or not.
I've had it a few times. It is pretty good. I won't lie. It is pretty good. But like,
Yeah.
oh, pricey.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Caviar on top of dollar pizza. Hot Pocket caviar.
Ooh, hot pocket caviar. There we
Oh
go.
my god. Hot Pockets. That sounds amazing. Love those pizza Hot Pockets. All right. Where we at? You see how fun this stuff is, guys? This is the part that sucks about this. The fun part is over with. You know, making the design. Now it's down to the engineering part, which is like, okay, let's put some holes in there. Okay. And then get yelled at all the time by like Gene. And he goes, "Hey, you idiot, why did you put that here?" So normally, how this normally goes is I usually have KiCad up on one screen and like this on another, and I'll like look for the least amount of area, the area with the least amount of traces, and I'll put stuff there. And then he'll yell at me for doing certain things. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
I don't know,
I'm
man.
sorry.
I just work
I'm
here.
I'm just trying to avoid getting yelled at, and it's not working. I don't know what's happening here. The common man shucks clams on their keyboard. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Black truffle. Black truffle is pretty good.
Is it? Everything I've had that's had black truffle in it tastes awful. But I don't know. Maybe it's just I've been having stuff that's bad.
Hard to say.
Do people eat something other than caviar? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. By the way, when is the New York meetup? Do you know? Does anybody know?
It's not. There's no date yet. It's gonna be in July, I believe. I believe.
Well, I mean, the month of July. Okay,
I believe
I
so.
can plan for that. I don't know. Maybe I'll go.
I might. Also depends. I think I'm also. I also have to go to Seattle.
You have to?
I have to.
Why do you have to?
The other half of Top Clack is in Seattle, so I kind of gotta go.
Oh, so you can do a stream from Seattle then?
Yeah, because it's the only one like Ryan can go to. Well, Ryan only goes to Seattle and NorCal. Otherwise, he hates traveling. That's why like he didn't go to Arizona, for example. He could have.
What a weirdo!
But he,
What's
like,
wrong with that
he
guy?
Absolutely. Well, because he works like nights and like most travel stuff. Is,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
during the day, so he'd be like,
You can get cheap red eye flights though.
It's true, but he's just like he doesn't want the hassle of it. I'm like, all right, I will be
Well,
the
you know what? I'll
top,
tell Brian
yeah.
the next time I see him. I'll tell him he's a hassle.
I will be the top Clack travel person then.
Well, that's okay. At least someone can be. That's like me. I'm like, I can't travel anywhere because I have kids. So I can go for like 10 days is the longest that I really like to be gone from the kids. Beyond that, it's kind of like hard.
It was a good balance between the relief of not needing to take care of them and missing them.
Yep, exactly. You got it. All right.
Gio, you might be going to New York meetup apparently. That'd be pretty cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I could put this one over where I put that one.
Yes.
That'd be fine. Nah, it's better here.
Okay.
I'm going to move this one over here. And then Gene's probably going to yell at me.
It's okay. That's future you problem.
I mean, we redesign the thing all the time, so...
2 reset
Gene
buttons.
tries to get out of, like, rerouting stuff, and I'm like, fuck off. Excuse my language.
It's a give and
You're
take.
going to do it. Yeah, exactly.
2 reset buttons, though, huh?
2 reset buttons, yeah. So I was asking Gene about this earlier because I was like confused. I'm like, why are there 2 reset buttons? So apparently, the new chip that we have, can be flashed over USB. Like the bootloader can actually be flashed over USB. You don't need the special JTAG cable to do it. So one of these, I forget which one. One of these gets exposed, and the other one stays hidden because it's like for emergency use. Like did the worst thing, and I need to reload the bootloader, and like you don't really want to be able to do that with very easily.
That's fair. So for that one, you'd have to like take the keyboard apart to get to the PCB and be like, "This is the super emergency one."
Right.
And the other one is, I want to change this shift to a control.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
I got it.
That is exactly precisely what is going to happen. So I need missing one. I'm missing one hole here. I can't believe Olivia got in the hobby like 9 months ago. That's hilarious.
Yeah, she went hard.
She like went all in. Good not. I mean, that's crazy.
Sotar is asking, Huey, did you get enough violets for a full board? I did, and you'll know more about it later this weekend. I'll grab it. It is my Night Fox. It is built with all violets. I have 2 typing sound videos of the Night Fox on the Top Clack YouTube channel. One with without sorbothane to silence it, and the other one with sorbothane to silence it.
Is that a lube sorbothane, or is it like a?
No, it's a sheet. It's
okay.
It's a
So you just cut a big sheet of it and throw it in there?
Yeah, it's a 12-inch by 3.75 inch at 0.1 inch thickness sheet.
Is it pretty nice?
It's pretty nice. It was a 50 duro thickness, so it's
okay.
Not not the strongest, or I mean the hardest one, but
yeah, 50 durometer is a good one.
It was a solid one.
Soft enough.
Exactly. Man, working with sorbothane is kind of annoying. I didn't know like how like sticky, I guess is the best word to say it. It is. Because like I didn't even need to like put tape or anything. I just put it down, and like I could turn the case upside down and it wouldn't fall down.
Oh, is that like the stuff they use for
vibration dampening is what it's usually for.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, they have those things you can like put them on your car, and or inside your car, and they're like, well, it won't let your cell phone slide.
You could use it for that too. It worked perfect for that.
Cool.
Because like it's so grippy. Like I didn't need to put tape or anything. I just put a sheet down. Like I feel like I had to peel it off if I want to take it off of the case.
Nice.
My biggest issue was when I opened it, I accidentally folded it on itself, and I had to like peel it apart. I had to peel it apart slowly without ripping it. That was a pain in the ass. So if you don't want to get sorbothane, don't fold it on itself. It comes plastic wrapped on both sides for a reason.
You learned that lesson right away.
Yeah, I opened it to play with it. I'm like, oh, okay, this is bad. Bad thing is it's expensive. Okay, moving on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places for screws here in the middle to hold the PCB. It looks like Gene had in here a couple down here.
Mm-hmm.
One here and here. I'm not really sure what he wants me to do with those, so I'm just gonna leave them there for right now. And we're gonna look up here at this mount.
Yeah.
This USB-C
Ooh, the future.
port. The future is here, but let's see. We need to see this. That'll do. Okay, so he's sticking it out there, but that's definitely not far enough. Gene, you're going to have to stick it out a lot farther than that. Hope you're listening. I know it's not something you like to hear very often, but, you know.
Yeah, I don't think he took into account the bezel of the...
He makes the PCB as small as he can.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Not if we have a moat.
Well, but here's the thing. Like, I was anticipating using a...
integrated cable?
No, a daughter board with this anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Because it's so big, like...
Yeah, that'll be
I figured
okay.
we'd probably have to use a daughter board, so... He says, don't threaten me with a good time. All right, I won't. I'll threaten you with a bad time. Okay, so we have a long way to go to get to the edge. So... I don't know what this plug here is for either. Gene, what's this plug for over here? This Picos box.
I know what it's for.
I don't know what that's for.
It's for the secret
You do?
thing. Yeah.
It's for the secret thing. I think actually you're right.
It is. I recognize it, and I know.
But Gene, I need to add another one, a 4-pin, I think, so we can put a daughter board. We can just use the Kira daughter board, probably.
All right. It's a plug for him to know and for everyone to find out.
Yeah. After you said that, I realized exactly what it was, and I was like, "Oh, I'm an idiot." I'm such an idiot. Okay. So, yeah. So we have... Let's see. I guess let's think about this for a minute.
Okay.
We have the PCB in there. I put some holes on the outside of that plate. So one of the things that we have to think about when we're doing design like this is when they're assembling it. You have to basically make it so that when someone puts it together, things auto-align and things go together without someone having to, like, move this to start. Like, if someone says, push this all the way to the left and then, like, screw it in at that point, or line up these edges, like, the person assembling that, they're not going to know to do that. So you have to make things self-aligning, kind of. Like, for example, in the Kira, like, the magnet, everything is self-aligning. So when they go to put it together, like, the PCB only goes in a certain place in a certain way. The daughter board is the same way. The plate is the same way. Like, everything only goes a certain way. And if it's not that way, it won't work.
Basically, there's no wiggle.
Right. Well, there's no wiggle, and there's no chance of someone, like, installing the plate upside down, or putting the PCB in wrong, or, you know, putting switches in upside down, or whatever, right? Like, it's just to eliminate all those variables when you're assembling. So, like, for a CNC version, we don't have to worry about it too much, but I like to give it a little bit of thought now, because if we move on and go, and it gets popular enough to where we go, okay, let's spend the $40,000 or $50,000 on tooling to get it injection molded. Uh, now I have to redesign it for injection molding, but also I have to redesign it so that the assembly process is easy to make 1,000 keyboards. So that's one of the things to take into account. So we're just going to take into account a little bit here so that we're not caught off guard later. Looks like... So we've got these in the center. Come on.
Texas breakfast. I did get enough box rolls for proper tests. The keyboard I'm typing on right now, my FL, I actually rebuilt brass plates, all box royals. There's also a typing sounds video on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/topclack. Yeah, check it out when you get a chance. Yeah, it's a full board of box royals. I have content about it coming in the future. Pretty nice. How do thy feel? I feel pretty good. Thank you for asking, Megaforce.
I wonder if we should do like a little indent down here to get to this USB thing.
Just like, and have someone
that would look weird.
Stick a long cable in, just.
Yeah, I don't think it would look too weird because we have all these like things up here. Let me just try something real quick. Let me just try a thing.
Okay. How does the switch feel?
Feels like a switch, man.
Yeah. So when you go slowly, there's a lot of really interesting characteristics. I'll put it that way. As you type on it at a pace, though, like when you type on it for realsies, like people do, they are definitely a good amount of tactile, but there's not much that happens after that bump. If they're I don't think they're that heavy. I know Olivia's like, yeah, she's gonna have a special version with mic that's gonna be rose gold and a lighter one. I'm trying these, like using this on full board. Like she hasn't had a full board, and she wants to do that, and Mike wants to do that too, which is fine. But like trying this on like a full board, like these don't feel heavy like at all. These feel really light. They're nice and tactile. All the weight is the bump, basically. Like pre-bump, post-bump, there's nothing. It's super light. So like the only point of resistance you really actually feel is the bump. More tactile than Ergo Clears. More tactile, yes. More character, no. I like Ergo. I might like Ergo Clears more still. I don't know. Ergo Clears is nice. But this is nice too, in a different way. This is like for those who want to be like, I just want the tactility, which is the big thing nowadays. I think a lot of people didn't realize that the big hype about Holy Pandas is it's more than just that bump. Because Holy Pandas have a full character after the bump as well that feels really good.
Yep.
Is there a pre-travel bump? I mean, technically, but you don't feel it like in normal typing. Everyone wants a Holy Panda without spending money. Royals will not be your Holy Panda without spending money. Royals are a different switch. Royals are Royals. They're pretty good. They're nice and tactile. They are not in any way a Holy Panda clone or replacements. Yeah. You're just going to have to make Holy Pandas somehow. Some way.
You need a 7U screw-in stab so I can have your HP board.
His Holy Panda board.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Sweaty Eddie, thank you so much for the bits. And you're asking, what is my favorite Hako switch at the moment? My favorite Hako switch at the moment are Hako Trues, actually. Yeah, for real, they're Hako Trues.
Get that true in there, baby.
Yeah, right now I still have it on my K-type. So you guys know I always use my my Hako Trues. I mean, I always use my K-type to do tests of switches when I get new switches in. Afterwards, I always switch it back to Hako Trues.
Wow, that's dedication.
Yeah, like, so when a new switch comes in that I need to I want to try, make a typing sounds video for, I take all these Hako Trues out of the K-type, populate it with the new switches, do the video, take them all off, put the Hako Trues back on.
Nice. So you're really working all those hot swaps mechanisms then.
Oh yeah, I'm like putting this through its paces, and sometimes I put like soldered switches on. Of course, I clean the pins to the best of my ability, but I do know that wears them extra much.
Right. You should keep track of how many times you do that, because I'm curious.
Okay, I will. I mean, I've fixed
you don't
two
have
switches.
To, but...
I can actually find out pretty easily. It's like every single time I do a typing sounds video, that's taking out, putting in, taking out, putting in. That's 4 actions for a typing sounds video.
Wow.
So if you count
that's a lot of actions.
Yeah. I fixed 2 switches already on my K-type. One of them came bad from the factory, had to reflow solder to a pad. Another one I broke and I fixed.
Yeah, that one was actually funny, the one that you broke.
Scott 256K. Yes, I did fix the Kale hot swab pad. Yeah, I fixed it. It was great. It worked out. It works fine. I've taken switches out and put switches back into it 4 times so far, and it still works. So, that's that. Wilbo was actually very surprised that even happened. He's like, "Those are actually pretty strong. How did you even do that?" I'm like, "Yeah."
It's, I mean, they are strong. I mean, they're strong enough to where, like, I've actually bent a pin while I was inserting the switch, and I was like, man, this seems kind of hard, but I just forced it in anyway, and the pin actually curled up above the hot swap socket and was barely touching. So sometimes I would touch the switch, like I would press it and it would work, and other times it wouldn't, and I'm like, what is wrong? I finally took the switch out, and the pin was all curled up there. Like, I couldn't even uncurl it. It was so curled. I was like, wow, that's actually really, really strong. So,
although I do have another batch of Hako Clears coming my way, so I probably plan on doing another Hako Clears build with a nicer brass plate. I also have enough Hako Trues to do another Hako True build, which I want to do as well. But I kind of want to do one of those builds PCB mount for extra bounciness. PCB only, for extra bounciness on the feel, especially since when I use like Hako Trues, I'm actually really good at not bottoming out now. I still bottom out like every other switch, but like Hako Trues, I do pretty good at not bottoming out.
Right.
And when you don't bottom out for Hako Trues, the tactility feels amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. I'm really happy with the way those turned out.
It's a big difference for Hako Trues when you type bottoming out versus like just going to feeling that bump and using that bump as like a bungee. So you're making a channel, it looks like, for...
Yeah, I'm just kind of playing with this, the way Gene had this set up. I'm just kind of curious how it'll look, because we already have stuff up top, you know?
What if it was like a castle gate?
I mean, you could call it that. What if we had this design along the whole edge here, though? On the back here, I wonder.
I think that might be a bit much.
So, you think it might be a bit much?
Yeah. Because we were having a lot of, like, textures and angles and, you know, facets up top and up top that draw your eyes.
Yeah, but the back you don't see that much, right? So, like, it's mostly away from you. I try not to do too much stuff like on the bottom and on the back because like this is where you see this is how you see your keyboard, right? You're looking at it like this. Like every day you look at your keyboard. Stuff you can see from here is the stuff that's important, right? In my opinion.
It is the most
you
important.
agree?
It is the most important, but I still think the things in the back are also they're less important, but they're still important because I say this as an enthusiast because I appreciate all parts of the keyboard. Like for my COD 67 that Brian and I reviewed, it has a similar kind of cutout in the front, which I absolutely love. And if you look how they did the cutout, it's layered. The bottom of the case cuts in before the acrylic layer cuts in, which has a really nice effect with those LEDs inside.
Right. Right.
While the top part cuts in just barely after that acrylic as well. So it has a layered effect at the same exact time. You're not going to see that most of the time, but the fact that it's there is amazing. And if we design a keyboard, I want as many aspects to be amazing as we can. So I feel like if we made something really cool for that port, I feel like we shouldn't have other things to drag your eyes away from insertion.
From the USB port?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
That's my
Sweaty Yeti.
logic. Yeah.
I believe you were asking me about the USB port that I was over here messing with. Was your question? So I'm taking what Gene had done on the PCB already, and I'm just trying to work with it a little bit to see if like what he did will work. So that way, when he says, "Well, why won't my way work?" I can say, "Well, this is why." Because it's important to have communication and to try new things. Oops.
No, we're just
I messed
upset
up.
people. A vertical port.
A vertical port? I don't even know if they have USB-Cs that you can buy that are like that, actually.
No, the daughter board would also be mounted vertically. That's the only way I can
you're
think.
weird. You weird. Like, that thing would be so tall.
It'd be coming
so tall.
coming off a 90-degree angle from the main board.
That thing would be really tall, man. Oh, my gosh.
But it could also be a support for the board. Not that, PCB material.
That'd be a little weird. I think it's a little weird. Okay, so I kind of like this actually. I think I want to leave it for now.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice.
It's okay. It's not as terrible as some of the other things I've seen or done. So I'm just gonna clean it up a bit here. Let's go with 8 millimeters, and then we'll just go bloop.
I gotta say though, you guys did a good job on the Night Fox making that USB-C port so beautifully flushed.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I was worried about. I was like, please don't be messed up. Luckily, it's not.
Is my Violet video going up tomorrow or Sunday? Well, it's gonna be the Night Fox video first. That's gonna be Sunday, but a video on just the Violets. I will have a Which Switch episode on all 3 Hako switches. That's gonna be coming out probably next week. Whether I do something with just Violets, we will see. I will certainly be talking about Violets when I talk about the Night Fox, as well as a Which Switch episode on the Hako switches. That is for sure. But in terms of just talking about Violets, I haven't decided that yet, or decided the format in which I will present this information. But you will hear more about it from me. Don't worry, I don't just get these awesome exclusive switches, hoard them, and not tell anyone anything about them.
I thought you were a hoarder. I'm looking further right. Nope. None of these. I should make a new view. Oh well, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna flip this thing around here a whole bunch. Okay. So that's kind of okay, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and just put the put the thingy in here for the other thingy. Go ahead and put the USB port in here. I can't wait to send this to my factory. They're going to be like, what the hell is this? Are you sure you want us to make this? I know that's going to be his question.
Are you sure? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. They could be like, I don't know, man.
You're debating if you want some violets. You have Trues right now, and you really like them, and you like them for their super cushion bottom. You're not going to have a cushion bottom with the violets. They're too light for that. If you're looking for a cushion bottom, that's not it. And that's why Trues are still my favorite.
No! I clicked the wrong thing. You don't understand the difference between clears and trues? I got both just to try it out. Yes, that is a good idea. Because, so, the trues take some getting used to. I actually hated the trues at first. Like, I really did not like them. And it took me a couple of weeks to like them. But now that I use them, I'm like, I don't like the clears and I don't like the other ones so much. So yeah, it has that effect on you. It's really kind of weird. And I think it's just because it's so different from what you're used to.
Yeah, like when I use the clears,
hard tactile.
The clears just don't feel like as good on this COD 67. I'm thinking maybe it's because it's the aluminum plate. So I do have more clears coming in my way to build. I want to try to build them either in a brass plate or PCB mounts for extra bounciness. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's a game, man. It's just, you're never gonna hit end game. You just gotta keep going, keep on trucking.
Is there a reason the soldering pads on the Night Fox are so small?
What soldering pads?
The through-hole pads for your switches, like you stick the switch through, you solder it. You know, like those are like the smallest pads I've ever worked with for a keyboard.
I have no idea.
Like,
let's ask Gene. Gene, what's the answer? Come on. Come on, Gene. You're in chat. Let us know. Tell us the reason. He'll probably say, oh, it's the same size on all of them.
Oh, on all of them on that keyboard, but I'm looking at like other PCBs I have, and like others are definitely smaller.
Uh-oh. He says what?
What?
He's not sure. What? I'm not sure. I'm an old man. I can't hear. Okay. So if we do that,
maybe thin is a better word. The rings weren't as thick. Yeah, that's
the diameter wasn't as big. Maybe.
Well, I'm just gonna open up my Night Fox right now.
Okay, so now you guys probably see me sitting here spinning this thing around. I am just looking to see how I want to do the mounting. I'm thinking about if I want to mount the plate to the top area and then try and mount the top thing to the other thing, or if I want to like how I want to mount it. Right. Oh, he missed the question. The question was, why are the through-hole pads on the Night Fox, the new Night Fox and White Fox, so small? The through-hole, the The pad on the
yeah,
outside.
the holes are the normal size, but the pads themselves, they seemed very small compared to other PCBs I've worked on. Actually got a new kit of bits, which I'm really happy about. What size do I need? 1.5? Is it the right hex size for the Night Fox? It is. They're the same as the previous White Fox. Okay, so that's just how they are by design. Maybe we should hide the engravings on the inside for the final model.
That might be cute.
Everyone should get an electric screwdriver.
I concur.
Oh man, this is hilarious. So I've taken all the screws off, and I'm holding the keyboard by the keycaps, but it's not separating because of this sorbethane. It's sticking to the
Nice.
PCB and the bottom.
Nice.
Nice and slow. Here we go. Oh, I don't understand why I did this. Oh, there, I can still see some pads. Other options for keycaps. Let's see.
Alright, this might look a little bit more sane for people. I fixed it so the bottom is flat now. Like it was sitting, like if it was sitting on a desk. Because before the top was flat. I can turn perspective mode on for you guys too, so it looks weird.
256K. I got the 0.1 inch thick sorbethane. It comes in the 12 inch by 6 inch sheet. Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me because, you know, things in white seem smaller. Silver and white. No, they're definitely a tiny bit. Hold on. I have the tools to measure.
You do? You measurer, you.
2.5 millimeter to 1.5 mil drill standard. Not the LED hole. I'm talking about the thickness of the pads themselves. Hold on. So the thickness of the pads on
He's talking about the diameter, not the thickness.
Sorry, the diameter is 0.77 millimeters for the pad. For this one pad I'm measuring. No, 0.4. Is it? 0.4 millimeters, or half a millimeter. And the pad on this Viper, for example, is 0.7. For this B fake, point 7 as well. I'm just measuring from a hole to the outside of a ring. That's what I'm measuring. From the outside of a through hole to the outside of the ring that surrounds it. That's
Just measure the outside diameter.
well, the outside diameters I'm sure are all the same. It's just the rings seem to be of varying thickness. So if I measure just complete outside diameter, outside of ring to outside of ring, I'm getting 2 millimeters on the Night Fox. 2 on the beef fake. It's like the 2.1.
It's like an optical illusion.
Yeah, right. 2.1 the Zeal. It just because when I was working on soldering, I'm like, I feel like I have to put less solder because the metal rings themselves seem skinnier. I don't know. Maybe it is an optical illusion. Maybe I'm crazy. I could be crazy.
Kind of sounds like it.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like it, TBH.
Like I could have sworn I was going through and doing the switches. I'm like, I feel like I have to use much less solder.
Oh boy. Okay.
Does a small electric screwdriver have a clutch or something that stops you from over tightening? I don't know how it actually works, but it has something that stops you from over tightening. It does it based off the torque. I don't know how mechanically it works, but I very much love that it works. There's also there on default there's 5 settings. There's an automatic setting and there's 4 different pre-assigned torque levels. But for this one, it's you can actually go to the firmware yourself and program your own torque curve. So if you know specifically what kind of screws you're working with and their tolerances, you can actually set your own torque curve so you can like perfectly dial in every screw you do on a project if you're willing to go that far. Or you can assign it to one of the preset ones and have, 4 different presets and an automatic. I don't know how to do that though. Let's be real. Ooh, sorbethane sticking so well to the bottom of this Night Fox.
That's good.
I like it. No tape needed, everyone. Sorbethane. You can see the imprints on some of the components.
I am currently checking the weight of the plate in aluminum, and I'm going to check it in steel.
Ooh.
Because I want to see, I'm curious what the difference is.
In terms of production realities, what's more likely, aluminum or steel?
I mean, for shipping, aluminum's better because it's lighter, right?
Right.
But in terms of production, it's not really that much different. It's different tooling because you need stronger tooling, but that's about it. So it's 0.188. Oops. 0.188 kg. 0.188. Why? I hate you, Twitch. I'm just gonna put 188 because whatever. Twitch is being a turkey. A turkey. Alright, now let's make it steel.
I got you. 1.88.
No. 0.188.
0.188 kilograms?
Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna use probably probably something like this. Okay. Now let's do a calculation on analysis on this now.
Meow 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 is asking,
Let's see.
is it possible to build a keyboard with titanium or iron?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know about iron, probably, but titanium for sure. It's just, it would be ungodly expensive. Okay, so the steel plate is 0.543 kg. So
Wow.
let's see what, that's like a lot. That's like over a pound just for the plate.
I like how that sounds.
Go to the Googles. 0.543. That's 1.19 pounds for the steel one, and 0.188. So it's less than half a pound for the steel, or for the aluminum one. It's 0.4 pounds. So that's like a big difference. It's like 60% lighter. So that's kind of interesting. I feel like I want to do a steel one first, just because I can. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the prototype should be like weird. Let's do steel one. Okay, we're doing steel. All right, so there's that. Which means then I'm going to. So all those holes we put in earlier. Oh, it's reflective. Hang on, let me put a color on it.
Man, everyone is talking about the TGR Alice, and I'm bummed I missed out.
Well, you were slow.
I was slow.
You were slow. That's what you get.
I know like 3 people who got him. I'm like, damn, I'm jelly.
Osmium keyboard case when? Yeah, I know, right? Osmium's the heaviest metal. I don't even know how much that would cost. Probably a lot. And it might be like might be bad for you. Aluminum would flex too much. No, I mean it's the same size as a standard keyboard, so it wouldn't really be. Yeah. And it has support in the middle, so it probably wouldn't really flex that much. But we're gonna go with steel because it's cool, and it's like over £1 just for the plate, which means the rest of the case is gonna be cool.
As we all know, steel is real.
Okay, so all those holes I put in earlier over here on the back side.
Yeah.
Now I just have to make sure that they're, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have them put inserts. Oh my god. I need to get my view controls set up for this. I've never done it. I've been lazy about it.
A 3D mouse.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one, but it's like $300 for.
Isn't there? There's like one for like $150 nowadays.
Yeah, but that's the one that's just the puck. It doesn't have any shortcut buttons on it. Who wants it without shortcut buttons? It's supposed to basically act as your keyboard, right?
There's one.
I feel like.
Yeah, it's $289 for the one with all the controls. The one that's just the puck is $100 actually, $110. I don't know. I feel like that's fine for just navigating the puck.
I mean, it only rotates the model. Like that's literally all it does.
No, I thought it has
Nope, that's all it does.
It says simultaneously pan, zoom, and rotate 3D models because you can push it in and out. 6-axis. Yeah, 6-axis. Right. So.
But it only moves the model, right? Like it doesn't have any shortcuts or anything in it. It only you move the puck around and it only moves the model. There's two
programmable function keys.
Maybe they added function keys to it or something.
Yeah, maybe this is like a newer one. But yeah, it says it has 2 programmable function keys. So.
But actually, when I saw that thing in person, it's pretty cool. It's really heavy, so like you can pull on the puck. If you pull it up, it zooms out, and you push it down, it zooms in.
Yeah.
And so like it has to be heavy enough so that you pull up on it, it doesn't move, right? And you push it forward, it shouldn't move. So it's pretty heavy. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, $289 for the one with all the controls.
Yep. All right, so now I'm going to move these holes around a little bit more, so they're a little bit more centered here, and so Gene will cry some more. Cool. All right, I'm going to make this go away.
Oh man, Gio just posted one that has a screen on it.
Yeah, that's the $289 one.
The one I was looking at, it was I don't think that one has. Oh, it does have a screen, huh?
It does.
No, I was looking at a different one that doesn't have a screen.
Yeah, this is the one I was looking at. This one here.
Yeah, this is the wow. That's nice.
This is the Pro.
That's $400 one. Okay.
I think that's the one.
I think. Ooh wee.
The Enterprise.
Enterprise one. No, that's the Pro. The Enterprise there's a widescreen, I think. I don't know. You need to consider one of these for
$429 Enterprise kit. Comes with a mouse, or if you just want the Enterprise, it's $399. Oh look, they sell a CAD mouse. What the hell? What is a CAD mouse? That sounds weird. It's $100. It's probably like super cheap mouse. Yeah, the Pro has a little screen on it, but the Enterprise has the good screen, the one that actually is useful. Because so the people I know that have these, the Space Mouse Pro, like the screen doesn't really give you any information. Like it doesn't tell you what shortcuts you press. Like I forget what they said exactly it is, but the screen's essentially useless on it. They said you might as well get one without a screen.
But I feel like why would you need one with a screen anyways? Because all your information's in your screen. Like not that small screen, but like on your monitor, the big one that you're working on.
Sort of. I mean, look at all the buttons it has. I'm not really sure what they meant, to be honest. And I haven't got, like, they're so expensive that I'm hesitant to buy any of them, really. I mean, it's just kind of like pricey.
That's
so
for sure.
I've never bought one. Like the cheapest one is $299 for one with any shortcut buttons, right? The Space Navigator, okay, it has 2 buttons. That's big deal. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's probably not. With only 2 buttons, you need to get one of the big boy ones.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Back to moving holes. Moving the hose. I got to move the hose around so that they are in the right place.
Water.
Yeah, I need to refill mine, actually. Whoa, keep it in your pants, man.
Ooh, the good stuff. The vroom vroom.
The vroom vroom and the zoom zoom. Right. Moving the hose around. Oh, I forgot to click back here. This is the cool one, Space Mouse Pro. Oh, sorry, I wasn't reading chat. I was being dumb. Ah, yes. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to refill my water.
What up,
and then we'll get back to
Thermins?
moving the hose around.
What up, Thermins? How are you doing, buddy? Man, someone showed off. For those you might have not seen, I got an M6 custom edition, Founders Edition, Special Edition, whatever it is, in today. Courtesy of Rama. Both Brian and I got one, except he got the limited edition blue one, which I'm like, I don't care. I just want one to have because these are amazing. I got some volume controls. I don't know what to do with these 4 buttons yet. I really like it. It's a fingerprint magnet. It's kind of a bad thing, but it's like a great showpiece for the desk. To be perfectly honest, that is perfectly usable. Bad news, big fingerprint magnet, but you know what? Worth it. This is almost a pound. Almost a pound. This is, I don't know, it might be heavier than my all aluminum numpad, to be perfectly honest.
Talking about your macro pad again?
Yeah, dude. Okay, my numpad, all aluminum, by the way, which is ridiculous enough for a numpad, right? Oh, okay, my numpad is heavier, but it doesn't feel heavier because it's spread out. It's 1 pound, 2.1 ounces, while the macro pad alone, all brass, 14.7 ounces.
So it's not that much heavier.
Yeah, it's like 3 to 4 pound, a 3 to 4 ounce difference.
Yeah.
Pretty minor.
Yup. Sounds like it.
And this is a much.
Keep a rag on the table and you'll be good.
I
always totally want to wipe off something I use all the time, constantly.
Don't worry, I got a microfiber right here.
Nice. So you do want to constantly wipe off something that you use all the time.
Until
I
until I get used to just accepting there will always be fingerprints on it. Except when like I shoot videos and stuff and I have it in the background, then I want to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Because this is definitely, you guys are definitely gonna see this in the background of a lot of videos, like just on the desk.
So
and stuff.
fancy.
Because come on, and it came with the double shot keycaps.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I can add a panic button on the M6.
Yeah, you can add a panic button.
Like clears
What are
the
you gonna
desktop.
panic over?
I don't know.
Not getting TGR Alice. Panic!
Panic.
Oh no, I didn't get it. I was too slow. Just touch the keycaps? Yeah, like Huey's gonna be able to just touch the keycaps. I doubt it. He's gonna be like, oh my god, it's so shiny, I have to touch it. He's like a bird. Like, they love shiny things. He's just like a bird. Some things don't need to be repeated. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay, that's there.
Alright, let's see. This one is interesting. Where are we going to put it? Uh-oh. I had a sneeze and then it went away. It turned into a yawn. What's up with that?
R.I.P. that sneeze. It evolved, actually.
That was interesting.
That was the evolution right there.
It was.
Also, by the way, the macro pad came with like the most baller carrying case. Like,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is a really nice hardcover case.
Yeah, EVA case.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I like the EVA cases. I think we're probably going to use it more often. Depends, though, on how big it is and all that.
It even has tactical straps on the back. If you want to, like, strap it onto, like, a backpack on the front or on the back of it or side of it or something. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could.
Yeah, that's the trick, is you could if you wanted to.
Or you can put it on your belt, you know, your tactical M6, wherever you are. You just unzip, plug it in, and start macroing away. Even though macros aren't supported on it yet. Unless you know KeyOMK, which I do not.
So that means that you just don't know. They are supported then.
Yeah, I just don't know.
You just need to know some stuff that you don't know.
Yeah. I just need to get learned.
You should get yourself learned. Is the castle going to have walls?
We have battlements.
Yes, I will show you the full castle in just a moment. I'm saving after I moved some holes around. And now I'll turn the top on, the bottom on for you. So that's what the castle looks like with all of the things. The switches are here too, I think. Most of them.
Do we have to reposition some of them?
I will, yeah, on the right-hand side, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I have to delete them and replace one, and it'll automatically fill.
Cool.
Oh my goodness. Why am I so tired? Alright. So yeah, this is what we have currently for the castle. It has battlements, it has a moat. It has some stuff between here. You know, it's looking pretty darn good, everybody. Pretty darn good. So now I made it so that the steel plate is going to attach to the PCB with these little holes here. I'll put like little fasteners in there.
Okay.
And they'll screw it up in there. Um, and then I will make the switch plate attach to something else. I'm not sure what yet. Let me think about it for a minute. Oh my goodness. Why am I yawning?
There's
What the
Yawn
hell?
City over there.
That's weird.
Is this the signs of you becoming an old man?
Oh, I didn't even finish my root beer.
Root beer and peace.
Yup. Our bip.
Is it hard root beer or normal root beer?
It's normal root beer. I don't actually. I've tried the hard root beers. I don't really like them. They just taste like someone put vodka in root beer, and it's disgusting.
There's some decent ones out there, but most of them are kind of like just kind of taking the novelty of it,
Right.
which is unfortunate.
Like I've heard that the Not Your Father's cream soda is actually better than the Not Your Father's root beer, but I don't want to spend $12 to try one.
That is fair. Yeah.
So it's just gonna have to like survive.
It's just gonna have to survive without your patronage.
What's going on over here? Yes, it will, and it probably will survive without my patronage. Look what I got. Dark chocolate.
Ooh, is that a Ghirardelli Square?
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
What's this one?
Raspberry Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you are ready to help pregnant women get over their cravings.
Yeah, baby. Okay. So, um, we need to attach the plate to either the top or the bottom, and then we have to figure out how we're going to attach the top to something else. 1 second, be right back.
Okay. So, plate to top and bottom. Something, everything else.
My nosy's running. I did take my allergy pill today, though.
That's good.
Okay. Let's think about this for a minute. So,
Sure. We need to connect things, don't we?
mm-hmm.
What's going through the noggin?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. So I don't really want any screws showing on the battlements,
Okay.
but I need to screw the battlements down or from the bottom, something.
Magnets. Assemble your own battlements.
Well, the plate is steel. So in theory, you could have the plate. Well, but the switches are attached to it, so I wouldn't want it to get pushed off somehow if you did magnets.
You have little slots for them, so they slot in.
What do you mean? The switch itself or the switch plate itself?
Yeah, like have it like on a lip along the outside.
Mm, maybe. Maybe if you
Make the plate
dovetail.
make the plate big and have a screw go through the plate into the top piece into the battlement for all of the battlements. So it'll be super
Yeah.
secure.
Yeah, that's
And
what we'll probably have to do. But the question is, how do we get it to attach to the bottom too? Right? That's the kind of the problem. Is so this is two different angles, right?
and then you have
You have to drill and tap
corner
this at this angle.
screws from the bottom to the top in the corners. So the top and bottom only attached by the corners, and everything else attaches by the battlement points for the plate.
I got a lot of screws, man. You don't need that many screws.
Hmm.
Um. Hmm. The quandaries.
Well, if you combine the battlements, like 3 battlements in a row, like on the side, if you made that a single piece where like they shared a floor, you can have one screw and it'd secure all of them in.
Right, but then you have to line up all 3 pieces, right, to get that screw in.
No,
That'd be
because they're
kinda
all
shitty.
they're all attached. It's like this is a piece of aluminum, and there's just like 1, 2, 3 battlements on the plank of aluminum, right? So you just put that in, and then one screw goes through that plank, and then they're all on. I don't know if that might be more difficult to machine, but
Yeah. So what I'm thinking here is the biggest problem with doing this like whole thing that I like try to avoid as much as possible is, oh my god, the sneeze is coming back, I think.
the sneezes are getting you.
Come on.
Demons are
God.
possessing you.
Oh my
Demons are
god, it
possessing
won't
you.
come out. I want it to come out. Please. Okay, so the biggest issue is like doing this part is pretty easy, right? This is flat. Like drilling and tapping here is fine into these because it'll go straight. But then when I go to this part, it's a little bit more difficult because it's at an angle. So we have to be careful. Like I don't really want to be making a lot of fixturing before we're in production.
How
And
about
so,
how about hear me out here. We take the Ryan Norbauer approach and make all the sides go down so the bottom piece is just a plate. Like have you like you know what I'm talking about?
uh-huh. You'd have to machine the whole thing at an angle then.
Yes. But it's one block we machine out cuz like, you know, for my
Right.
Norba force is just the bottom is the plate and everything else is one
But what if you wanted
foam
to do
piece.
something cool? Like, I don't know, add in a acrylic layer or polycarbonate layer for like a cool ring of lighting or something.
Well,
Stupid bug.
there are no extra pinouts for LEDs. We've established this.
That's true.
So there can't be LEDs. I think we should throw that off the table.
Okay. Ugh, this fucking bug, man. So sorry, I
No
cursed again.
worries. It's okay.
It's
It
my
happens.
second time this stream.
As long as it's not excessive by Twitch TOS.
Yeah, what is excessive anyway? Where's Brian to tell me that I'm excessively cursing? Because I cursed twice.
That's okay.
I know, but I need Brian here to yell at me.
You need Gene to yell at you. You need Brian to yell at you. You're a pretty needy person.
I'm a needy person. Everybody yell at me. Okay,
Maybe that's going to be the quandary that we have to tackle the next episode, which is how the heck are we going to mount all these things together?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe we should save it for next episode. Geo says, "Oh my goodness, putting in these holy pandas on this 3mm acrylic plate is a pain in the butt. Specifically when his wrist hurts."
That's why we live the trackball life.
Yup.
KBGB. I like that name, by the way, KBGB. You said you like the idea of the two halves only joined in the corners with the plate attached to the top elsewhere. That's a common design you're seeing with a lot of customs these days. But for us, like, the big issue is because of how big it is. Because, like, what I proposed on the way to do it is to have a screw for every single battlement. And we have a lot of battlements. That's going to be a lot of screws. But then again, people might be okay with that. Because even if you take apart the case, right, and you want to get to that extra, the second PCB reset for, like, the emergency reset, you wouldn't have to take the PCB out. Even if you wanted to work on the solder and do stuff, you wouldn't need to take the PCB out.
Geo. I mean, Huey. Sorry. I was thinking about Geo's thing.
I am Huey.
I know. I'm sorry, Huey. I called you Geo. It's kind of an insult.
Poor Geo.
I just had an idea.
I like it when you have ideas.
But I think I should save it for next episode.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. Avid user 2, what kind
It's
of...
kind of complicated.
Yeah. Avid user 2 says, what kind of defense mechanism / weapon will be featured in the castle? Well, there are moats to help keep out enemies, and there are battlements for you to for your keycap army to shoot from. So I mean, your keyboard will defend itself.
Yes, it will. Maybe you can install a trebuchet.
Ooh.
I know those are popular these days.
Yes, trebuchet memes. They're a growing thingamabob.
Yes, they are.
Thingamabub.
Trebu meme. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I need to think about this a little bit and come back to it next week, I think. Figure out what I want to do. I think. So that's exciting. So it looks like we didn't do much, right? Like, welcome to my world, everybody. We put, like, all the screws in. We brought the PCB in, and it looks like you didn't do anything.
Yeah, we brought the PCB in,
really, and did a bunch.
Yeah, we have screws attached from PCB to plate. So the PCB isn't just gonna dangle if we take all the switches off.
Right.
That's a great
the
plus.
Point of having those.
That's a great plus.
Yep.
We did the front part to accommodate the USB, which looks really nice. Really nice.
Here, let me make it non-transparent for everybody so it doesn't look weird.
There we go. There we go. I think it looks pretty nice.
I'll turn on perspective mode.
Do we need to worry about how the plate peaks in the top part?
Yeah, I'll fix that next time.
Okay.
I saw it before. We'll fix it next time.
We'll say that for next time. And next time we're going to decide on how we want to attach the plate PCB combo with the top and with the bottom. That's going to be the main big deciding thing next episode. At least
Is that a pretty good little viewing angle?
Yeah, it's a nice viewing angle.
Yeah. Sure is. All right.
All right. Well, everyone.
All right, all right.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening for the Castle Design stream featuring Brandon, a.k.a. Overkill, on my side, as myself, Huey, a.k.a. Man of Interests. Feel free to check out all of our other content on Top Clack's YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/TopClack. Feel free to check out all of Inputs Club's great things on their website and all their things on their store on Kono.store, like the Hako Violets, which are shipping now. White Foxes almost out of stock. Night Foxes coming in stock soon. TM.
Oh, and Kira. The
Yes.
Kira Kickstarter, too.
Kira Kickstarter. That's a really big thing. Brandon did a stream about it on his own channel. Check that out, the VOD, if you can get a chance. Kira's a...
Click my name.
Yeah.
Click my name. Here, I'll put my name in there.
All other things are shipping. Megaforce SA Berserker is currently shipping, so I think they're currently shipping.
Yes, SA Berserker is shipping.
So you should be getting yours
If I
soon,
remember correctly.
as well as your Hako switches, because you were an idiot and ordered them together, so you had to wait to get your Hako switches.
That's okay.
It's okay.
He's used to it.
He saved on a few dollars of shipping.
Yeah.
So until then, guys, feel free to join our Discord if you're not in already. Link down below. Hang out. Talk to us. Give us more ideas about the castle if you have more ideas about the castle. We're always willing to try to incorporate what we can to make this an awesome, awesome keyboard. It's going to be a reality. Let's make it happen. Until next time, join us next time, 8 p.m. Pacific, every Friday on this channel for the Top Clack Input Club Castle Design Stream. And feel free to catch Top Clack every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific. Stay classy, everyone. Ciao.